Hello, eLife Media. Welcome to the Dr. ZaMiya show. We are live and in the house tonight. Tonight we have an awesome lineup for you. I am so excited. I was in the process of inhaling and exhaling, trying to get my mind together and get my mind right so I can get focused. And we have tonight Miss Charlie Rose. Hey Charlie, how are you?
Hey.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
You can hear me good?
I can hear you good.
Say hey if you can hear me.
Hey. Charlie, I'm so excited. I've been rushing and, I'm all excited. My adrenaline is like on 55,000 million, a number I'm making up, right? A number that don't exist.
Yes, I'm aware. It was like that in the car with you. I had to pray on the way here and then I would make it here.
Oh, but it's all good. I'm really, really excited today. I'm in good spirits. And so, what about you? How are you doing?
I'm in good spirits too. I met one of my favorite comedians on Monday.
Did you really?
Gary Owens. I met him. And then I met a close friend of Muhammad Ali's. He was on his way to the funeral which took place today. So Monday was a really good day. Tuesday and Wednesday was really good. This week's been really good to me.
Good, awesome. That's good to hear. Well, normally, we kind of go through what's going on in the community and all that good stuff. And, we, highlight different things that, we'd like to make our own personal comments on. But tonight we're going to take things a little different because we have some awesome brothers in the house tonight. Unfortunately, they are all taken. So for those that are tuning in, you see these good looking brothers sitting here, but y'all can't have not one of them. Right? Shout out to their wives, their fiancés, their girlfriends. Everybody's taken. But it's still good to have good brothers in the house tonight.
Yes.
So the month of June, we have been focusing on bringing back the awareness of the importance of the African American male's presence, positive male presence in his home, his family, his community, and society as a whole. And so each show has been dedicated to different topics that men go through. Of course, you and I are women, so even though it was a topic that was, near and dear to our hearts, unfortunately, we cannot provide a whole lot of feedback on what a man goes through because we are not men. So the only logical thing to do was to bring actual men who are willing to tell their stories raw, truthfully, and in a way that it can start to provoke other men to, be able to say, okay, wait a minute, either I'm doing something right or I'm doing something wrong, I need to make a change. Here's one of the reasons why I think it's very important, Charlie. We have a crazy election coming up. And oh my God, woe to us as a nation, depending on who gets into office.
As I said before, I feel like this year's election is pretty much, we just got to settle. There is like nobody that's like, oh yeah, I can't wait to go and vote for you. I can't wait to see what you're going to do. It's more so like you're sitting on the edge of your seat like, Lord, please. It was a funny picture going around that said that the United States needed a break, that we just needed 4 years to find ourselves, so there should be no election this year.
And find a reason to hold Obama over or something.
Exactly right.
I'll tell you this. I'm not ready for anyone that's running, but if I had to make a choice, my choice would be more geared towards Hillary Clinton. Take a deep breath. The only reason why I say that is because of her husband. Because of her husband, because he has already operated in that position. She has a strong support system around her. Now, whether she will honor him and seek his guidance, seek his directions, I don't know, because I don't know what their relationship is for real. Right. But because she's connected to him and he's been the president before, I feel like she has a greater chance at really making a difference or surviving if she allows him to kind of help her The other thing with her is that because she was married to him, she's been on the other side. So she has more of a round view, aspect, perspective of what the country is going through, what they have been through, what they will face. You know, she's been on the other side of controversy, adversity, you know, and things like that. So I think she would be a better candidate to kind of have some hope for. But if Donald Trump get in office, okay, we are definitely in the last days for sure. And maybe he is the Antichrist. I don't know. But I know one thing, we in trouble. I'm trying to figure out how does a person who, we live in a society, in a world that tell you can't have a job because of bad credit. Okay, there's no secret how many times he's filed bankruptcy. Ding ding, bad credit. How many lawsuits does he have against him? Ding ding, you already on the wrong foot starting off. Right. You know, I mean, there are just so many negative things about him. And then he's very racial, you know, and he's not biased with it. It's not just towards the African American. It's anybody that's not like him. Right. He has a problem with. So he's not even hiding his colors. He's not even lying about who he is. He's telling you who he is. Mm-hmm. And so for people to really be supportive of him, I'm tripped out about this, because it's like, this is not a joke. Your life is going to be affected. Your children's lives are going to be affected. Your grandchildren's lives are going to be affected. This is no funny game. So if I hear a lot of people saying because there's nobody really good running, I'm not going to vote. This is not the time to retreat and say I'm not going to vote, because it matters who get up in that office. So having said that, I think that it is definitely important for us to start taking a look at the family, the male structure, the female structure, and the children's structure. You know, extended family, and we've got to get our families back in line, because we're going to have to depend on each other as a community. And if our families are not healthy, our communities are not going to be healthy. Our society is not going to be healthy. So this is a very serious and sensitive topic that we're talking about. And so I'm loving the fact that we've had, you know, brothers who've been willing to share their stories, because men don't talk. You know, but we've had some you know, awesome brothers who have been willing to come in and speak their truth. What life was like with or without their father, being positive or negative, whether, you know, it took other male role models to step in and help them, you know, get on the right path, the struggles that they've encountered. I think it's really, really important. So I'm excited about that. And I don't want to waste a lot of time on small talk tonight, because we have 3 brothers, 4. We also have our other co-host up in the house tonight, Mr. Roland Bubba Grimes. He always trying to act surprised. He know he going to get in the conversation. What's up, Bubba?
Nothing. Good evening.
Good evening. You doing good?
I'm awesome.
Okay, good to hear. So we're going to jump right into our discussion. We have Brother Mark McKinnon in the house tonight.
Not Mark McKinnon.
Mark McKinnon. Do you know who he is? Have you seen any of his movies?
No.
You haven't? You seen any of his advertisements?
No. But he's in the building. I mean,
he is in the building.
And I'm feeling him. I mean, so that's all that matters.
A young black man doing it big.
How old, Slim? We all young. A younger black man.
Well, again, we have generations represented here. So we have Mr. Mark McKinnon in the house, who's holding it down in the entertainment industry as an actor, a positive, you know, male role model for our guys. I'm not going to just say our younger guys, because he's affecting the lives of men that are way older than him. So he's doing it big. Let me read his bio really, really quick. He is a professional actor and founder of McKinnon Acting Studios, LLC, where he coaches and consults actors of all experience levels. His clients has booked local, regional, and national television shows and commercials. You may recognize Mark from his television appearance on One Life to Live. Hello, ladies out there, the ones that are hooked on the stories, and Nightmare Next Door. He played opposite of the popular female sport commentator Erin Andrews in a national degree deodorant campaign. This campaign was featured in People magazine, Time magazine, and Rolling Stone magazine. Mark has also landed national commercials for the United States Postal Service, U.S. Army, and many more. Growing up in Waldorf, Maryland, hey, he just landed a watch deal. Yeah, I'm gonna let him talk about that. I just remember I saw it on Facebook, but it's not here in his bio, so we gotta update his bio. But he just landed a lucrative deal promoting a watch. I forgot what the name of it is.
Vincent watch.
Okay,
Yeah, Vincent.
awesome. So he grew up in Waldorf, Maryland. Sports was his thing. It was his world. He attended Westlake High School and was named MVP and Gatorade Rookie of the Year playing varsity football. He also was team captain for the varsity basketball team. Despite being talented, multi-sport athlete, McKinnon still found time to pursue the arts. While Mark originally dreamed of becoming a professional football player after landing the leading role in his high school play, he was inspired to become a professional actor. In fact, to pursue this dream, he turned down several, not one, but several football scholarships and attended the prestigious Howard University and graduated with a Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Theater Arts with a concentration on acting. You can definitely learn more about him at his website, www.themarkmckinney.com. Now, Roland, that's what you feel, that connection, that football? Is that what it is? Mark, welcome.
Thank you guys for having me here today.
I'm so excited to have you here.
Thank you. I'm excited too.
You're doing big things out there, man.
But God's been good. That's all I can say.
I know that's
God's
right.
been really good.
I know that. You know what really drew me to you? I lived in Atlanta for 2.5 years. And, you know, God allowed me to be amongst the who's who in Atlanta. The one thing that I realized about them is that they have developed an attitude where it's about me, mine, and no one else. It's very cliquish out there. And so they don't afford the opportunity to people who are trying to break through in the industry, unless you're willing to sell your soul. And so, you know, having had the opportunity to sit at the table and eat with, you know, these people and kind of see how they operate behind closed doors, and, you know, how they, you know, kind of close themselves off to opening the door for other people to have an experience that they may not ever get a chance to experience. That was very heartbreaking for me.
Wow.
And so one of the things that I loved about you was I started following you. However, you and Charlie Rose kind of grew up together.
Yeah,
That's my cousin.
Baby sister cousin.
Yeah,
Sister cousin.
yeah. So, you know, I love the fact that you are very affordable and that you are opening up the doors to people that nobody's ever heard of. And these people are getting discovered. So, you know, I definitely have to shout out to you for being humble enough not to take on the attitude of, you know, I've arrived and I don't care about anybody else beneath me. You know what I'm saying? You remain humble, and your goal and your focus is to reach back and bring and give other people an opportunity, and that's huge.
Yes.
That's huge.
I gotta give a shout out to my mom for that. You know, from day one, always remain humble. Like she beat me over the head with humbleness. That's all I know. You know, that's all I can do.
Well, it's definitely showing, and it's definitely paying off. So I'm excited about that. I want to introduce the other two gentlemen that are here in the studio tonight. Now, I don't have their bios, so you're gonna get it fresh off the top of the dome, as they say, right? We got Brother Smitty. Well, David, let me stick to his government. David.
Wait a minute,
Smitty.
I can't follow him. Can you skip over there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Can't touch his bio. Let me know later.
Hey, everybody's great within their own right. So we have Mr. David Smitty, Chocolate City Smith, up in the house tonight, and he is one of our local musicians in the house. Yeah, don't downplay. Don't
I'm not
downplay.
trying to downplay.
He big now. He got talent. So give us your bio.
Oh, well, I don't really know where to start. Well, let's start by saying we went to high school together and we graduated from National Christian together. Okay, so we did that. I was fortunate enough to get a partial athletic academic scholarship. I didn't play football at National Christian, but I played before I got to National Christian, so I played football and basketball in college. And, I was blessed with the ability to be able to play piano, so played in a lot of local go-go bands, coming up. Air Raid, Petworth, Treble Phone, played for Chuck a little bit. So I've done a little bit of everything. Came back home. I've coached at Carroll High School. I did a lot of coaching and mentored a lot of young guys. A lot of young guys came up under me, was able to go on to college and go to the NBA. So I'm very proud of stuff like that. So I'm just a guy that just came up and just trying to take care of my babies and do everything.
Well, that's awesome. That's huge. People take mentoring lightly. That's a awesome responsibility because you have influence over somebody else's life.
I'm not sure I understand.
Oh, tell Siri, we ain't asked her to join in our conversation.
The main reason why I started coaching and mentoring was because I was coaching and mentoring.
Okay.
And my coaches, the guys who I came with, the guys who taught me, and it's not even about the sport. Just taught you how to be a man, taught you basic fundamental principles that it's going to take for you to be successful. Those principles were passed on to me, and those are the things that I tried to pass on to the young men that I was coaching and the young men that I worked with. And by and large, the guys are doing very well.
Awesome.
I'm very proud of the young guys that I've mentored and I've coached throughout the years.
I know that's right. And they landing NBA contracts. I know that's
Not
right.
many, but we had a few.
Listen, one is good. One is good. That's huge. So that's awesome. And then we have Mr. Brian
Williams, yes indeed.
I was getting ready to include the Armstrong. I ain't
Like you
one of
mentioned,
me.
strong
Strong.
Brian Strong, character Williams.
Yes.
You know that's my name too.
I was getting ready to say that.
Brian means strong, and my middle name is Anthony, which means counsel, so I just put together strong character.
Okay. Because I was sure going to ask you to explain that. So that's
There you go.
awesome. So we have Brian Williams in the house,
Yes.
who is an artist and musician, and recently married. So
Yes,
congratulations
indeed.
to
Thank you
you.
very much.
Oh, Mark McKinnon is engaged. He'll be married next year.
I got some time.
David, you got a date? You got a...
I'm doing all right. I was married for 16 years, so I put my work in. And,
Okay, so you relaxing right now.
Yeah,
You
I'm
chilling,
chilling.
taking
I'm
a long
chilling
break.
right now. Yeah, I'm chilling right now.
Hey, that's good.
You know?
You told after that long period of time, you gotta
I'm
breathe.
a crafty veteran in the art. I'll do offering counseling services.
Oh Lord. Mr. Brian, tell us about you. Give us your bio, because I don't have yours either, so.
That's all right.
All right.
I'm also a local musician. I do producing, writing. Had something on the national spotlight at one point in time. I co-wrote a song with Kevin Jackson and Rick White for Tanya Blunt,
Okay.
Through the Rain. So that made it pretty good.
That was my song.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that. Get out of here. Okay.
let me tell you something else you didn't know. I went to National Christian Academy also. I was the homecoming king.
Get out of here.
And I also played basketball.
Wait, what year?
84.
Get out of here. Because you know I was the homecoming queen. You remember that? Yeah, I was the homecoming queen. Go ahead, get out of here. Now, I did not know that.
Sure enough.
Okay.
And outstanding musician that year.
Okay, awesome. Well, you have a few projects that are out.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, later on we'll get into that. You can definitely let people know, you know. Now, David, I didn't hear you mention, but you wrote music for an actual movie, right? You did the...
Yeah, we did some music for a movie, and I'm currently working on my son. My son, his name is Anderson